Coming to you live from Southern California, Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. And towing the slab, Tyler Glasnow. Always a treat to watch one of the best starters in the sport, Singy.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
First pitch, 7-11.
Here's your 1. That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
That clips the inside corner for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That misses. Ball 3. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. On the ground right side, and that one handled in plenty of time to first. A great play deep in the hole. Here's the Guardians lineup now. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Chase DeLauder in the box with one away as he takes ball 1. The 1-0. And that is out of play. Just underway, crowd getting settled here at Dodger Stadium. That one at the knees for a strike. And down on strikes he goes. So a good beginning for Tyler Glasnow.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Foul ball there. Two down, nobody on. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A solo shot. And the Guardians jump in front. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
So 2 down. So in now for Cleveland, Kyle Manzardo. Manzardo wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. Late swing, foul to the left. Swing and a foul straight back.
He's a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Ground ball to the right side, and it goes just foul.
Come on, Tyler.
The 1-2. And that one almost hit him. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The 2-2. That one missed.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Stays alive.
5 foul balls in this at-bat so far, and these two are going head-to-head. You can see the crowd. They're starting to get into it a little bit more and more each pitch, even though there hasn't been a ball in play yet.
Swings through it for the K. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Jose Ramirez with the homer here. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Back here at Chavez Ravine, and towing the slab for the Cleveland Guardians, Slade Ciccone. What do you look for here?
A power pitcher that is going to pitch aggressively with the fastball. His fastball velocity ranks near the top in the league. Will also throw the slider, but if you're a hitter, be ready for the fastball. You're going to see a few of them during your at-bat.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Number 13, Max Muncy.
Hey!
Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 1 away. Time now for Dave Roberts' lineup for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Already trailing by a run in this one. They'll be looking to get on the scoreboard early on as well.
Well, it's just the 1 run, so not too big a hill to climb. But, yeah, if they can answer back in this inning or at least in the next couple, that'll maybe settle everyone into this ball game, and that includes their own starter on the mound.
Kyle Tucker at the plate now. That's ball 1.
Hey!
The 1-1.
Ball, that's inside.
And there's a strike. Sets him down on strikes. Fastball at the letters, throws him for strike 3. Mookie Betts up now. Who doesn't love watching this guy, Singy? He has elite bat speed, great awareness, and an incredible baseball mind.
You know, he's a student of the game, Boog. He's always studying and always looking for an edge. Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Mookie Betts down on strikes. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. They trail here 1-0. Back here in LA, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Bo Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
Ball, that's out.
Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
One down.
Batting sixth, third baseman, Daniel Schneemann.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Daniel Schneemann. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Glass now certainly has electric stuff, considered by many to be a strikeout pitcher. He might not be at the top level in that category, but strikeout's a big part of his game. High fly ball out to left field. Hernandez on the move. 2 away.
And he doesn't beat himself. I mean, he's going to throw strikes. He's not going to issue many free passes, and he's going to keep the ball in the ballpark.
Now it's the shortstop, Gabriel Arias.
So when you look at that, he's not completely preventing hitters from hitting home runs, but he's so consistent that you look up. By the time he gives the ball over, it's the 6th or 7th inning, and there's 1 or 2 runs on the board at most.
And a base hit right there. And that extends the inning.
Batting eighth, left fielder, C.J. Kafis.
So in now for Cleveland, C.J. Kafis. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Betts settles under it. And that is that. Guardians lead 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Back here at Dodger Stadium, bottom of the inning, Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
And a foul ball. The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. Upstairs. Ball 2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
The 1-0.
Hey!
That one ripped. He gets there to make the play. A nice running grab. 2 down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Teoscar Hernandez in the box now as he leaves that one up high. Close
That's ball
one,
2.
doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. That one missed. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 2. Battling here as he fouls it away. This one in the air, right field. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Two down, nobody on. Hit hard on the ground is short. There with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here at Chavez Ravine, top half of the 3rd inning, Brian Rocchio digs in for the Guardians. Rocchio getting the start at 2nd, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And his on-base percentage this season is over 400. In the air to left center. He's got it, and there's one away.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder Stephen Kwan.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Out number 2.
Up next for Cleveland, right fielder Chase.
So up next,
DeLauder.
Chase DeLauder. Caught looking his first time up. Left field. He makes the grab, and that's the 3rd out. Guardians go down 1-2-3, but they're on top 1-0. As we go to the last of the 3rd, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Santiago Espinal. Misses inside. Ball 1. Line drive, and there's a hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting 8th, center fielder.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And Up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pajes. Good power, not great in the OBP department.
Hey!
Oh, 1 now. That one in there across the letters.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And the slider just misses.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees, and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Upstairs. Espinal gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Swing and a chopper. Arias. Off balance feet. There's one. On to first. Safe. So they get one, but a really nice try there.
Well, they had the chance of turning 2 right there, but I don't think he got a good grip on the ball as he tried to transfer from glove to throwing hand. They say you can't assume a double play. I beg to differ at the big league level, but it's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Didn't seem like that one found the zone. Here's a challenge. And they don't come much closer, but it was a ball. So they've still got both their challenges. Man at first, one away. Here's a 1-1.
Ball 2.
Now quick throw to first.
No,
and he's back in safely. That one
That's
missed.
ball 3.
Rocchio. There's one. On to first, double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On to inning number 4. It's the Guardians 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here in L.A., on to the 4th, Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians.
Let's go, Tyler.
Ball 1. Nope, upstairs.
And a foul ball.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Inside, almost got him. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Kyle Manzardo digs in for the Guardians.
Ball.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. And that finds the mark on the outside corner. And now it's even 1-1. Pickoff move to second.
No,
and
he's
he's
in
back
there.
in on
Stay.
the dive. Here's a 1-1.
That's ball 2. Ball
Just
3.
missed.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Man at second. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. So now, with 1 away and a man at second, Bo Naylor digs in now.
Ball, that's upstairs.
The 1-0. Right side. To first, and there's 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, third baseman Daniel Schneemann.
Here's the third baseman, Daniel Schneemann. He's 0 for 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That's in there with the knees, and it's strike 2.
An at-bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea when the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So they work around the leadoff double. And midway in the 4th, it's the Guardians 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Ready to go, bottom 4. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Here's a 1-1. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Kyle Tucker.
You got to be kidding me. Did you see that throw?
Not really, Boog. I mean, it happened in the blink of an eye, it seemed, but thankfully StatCast is here to help us out. I mean, you don't see many throws across the infield that get up into the 90s, so he really reached back for that one, and he had to get the out.
Kyle Tucker, a.k.a. King Tuck, to the plate now.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Ball, that's outside.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Almost got him. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Home team down a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And
That's
there's
ball
the
3.
Payoff pitch. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. And that one is foul. So we'll try it again. 3-2 now. Fights it off. You'll see another.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field knock.
And that's a strikeout looking. And that's 4 strikeouts.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there. And I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Betts in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Not what he's looking for there in the 0-0 count. Looks like he wants the ball down in the zone.
Fastball for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two down, nobody on. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. He jacks that one out to left. And we're all square. It's 1-1.
Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
Sliced hard, but foul. Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Just one hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. All even at 1 apiece. We go to the top of the 5th. Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
The 0-2. In the air, right field. Tucker on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch.
Up next,
And there's
for
one down.
Cleveland, left fielder C.J. Kafis.
So in now for Cleveland, C.J. Kafis. Flied out his first time.
Ball one.
And the 1-0. Swings through that one for strike one.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
Next
Ball
pitch is
two.
downstairs. All tied up, and we're at the top of the fifth. That one fouled off. Here's a 2-2. Line to left, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
When you
Up
go
next
0 for
for
5,
Cleveland,
0 for
second
7, 0 for 8,
baseman Ryan
it seems
Rocchio.
like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid this prolonged 0-for to start the season and get into a slump.
Here's Brian Rocchio, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Off the
Ball
catcher and
inside.
rolls away. But no advance. That's ball one. Man at second. Off the
Ball.
mark there. And the count now 2-0. Fought off foul. He goes down looking.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. That
That's
one
a ball.
misses, and that's ball one. Man on second, 2 down. On the ground to the left. Tosses to first, and that is that. Halfway home, all even, one apiece. Back here at Dodger Stadium, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Freddie Freeman steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
You know, these Dodgers just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Nope, that's a ball.
Now pitching for
Parker
Cleveland,
Messick
number
is forced to the
77,
mound
Parker
after the
Messick.
injury.
Bringing in the lefty with a left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Out to short. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And he'll just eat it, so that's an infield knock.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Go-ahead run on base. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at-bat. In there, and it's 0-1. Go-ahead run at first. Nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Pitch
That's a ball.
misses, and that's ball 1. Here goes the runner. That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Here comes Freddie around third. He will score, and they take the lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Got a good pitch to drive, stayed short with his back path to the ball and caught it out front, and he stayed long in his follow-through. That's how you split the gap, and that's pretty much a double every time.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Santiago Espinal steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 1 for 1 with a single so far. In there for strike 1. Tapped on the ground softly to short. And that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder.
So now with 1 away and a man at second. And now the center fielder, Andy Pajes. 0 for 1. He hit into a fielder's choice his first time.
Ball, that's out.
In the air, right field. DeLauder has a beat on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone.
Up next for the Dodgers, second baseman, Miguel.
Next to hit, Miguel Rojas. He hit into a double play his first time up. Puts it in the air out towards left center, and that'll do it. Dodgers with a run scoring double, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Chase DeLauder
Leading off
digs in for the Guardians.
Right fielder, Chase DeLauder.
Hey!
The 0-1. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so great job there stepping up to the challenge. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Here's Jose Ramirez. He's already homered in this game. And fouled off. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. The Guardians with the tying run on at first, and we're the top half of the sixth. Fastball is outside. And delivers outside. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The next pitch misses, and now it's 3-2.
So here we go. Base runner at first, could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring position, even if it's a swing and miss at the plate.
In the air to left center. Hernandez gets under it. Brings it in.
Up next for Cleveland, first baseman Kyle Manzardo.
One out man at first. And here is Kyle Manzardo, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Quick toss to first. DeLauder back on a dive. Out towards right center field. Tucker should have this one. 2 down.
Up next for Cleveland, catcher Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Ground ball right side. Rojas tosses to first. That's out number 3. One left for the Guardians, and they trail it here 2-1. Well, we go bottom 6. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Ripped into right center. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Up next for the Dodgers.
So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square it up perfectly, and it's like you didn't even swing the bat. And there are times the ball feels heavy off your bat. You know it, but this is not one of those cases. He sent this one flying 114 miles per hour, so that's flexing your muscles a little bit.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. Ball to strike. The pitch. Fouled off left side. And miss, struck him out, and there's 1 down.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Here's Mookie now. He's already homered here in this one. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
And the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-2. Just off the outside part of the plate.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that. And good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
Popped up. And there's 2 down.
Up next for the Dodgers, catcher Will Smith.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
And now
That's
1
outside.
and 2. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Muncy off of first with 2 away. Breaking ball in there, got him looking, and that ends the inning. So the Dodgers leave 1, but they still lead it 2-1.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back. We're in the
number
7th. We have a new
49,
pitcher on the mound, Blake Trinan.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got
Leading
here.
off for Cleveland,
Well,
third baseman,
1-run game. Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. This is a guy who's in the lineup first and foremost because of what he contributes defensively, Chris. And when you talk about preventing runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor. That one is absolutely belted, carrying well. And that one is out of here. And we are all tied up.
This game is breathing new life thanks to that home run, and that's exactly what they needed. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Stepping in, Gabriel Arias. This one in the air right field. Tucker on the move. And
I'm
it
out.
hops over
Ground
the
rule
wall
double.
for an automatic double.
Automatic double?
It's automatic double. It's not a ground rule double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Now here is C.J. Kafis. And that one is
that's
downstairs. And that is ball 1. Man at second.
No, that's
the
down.
Dodgers bullpen with some action. Shohei Ohtani, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Klein getting cranked up as well. Good hitters count the 2-0.
Aye.
Slow ground ball to the right side. Freeman takes it to the bag. That was a productive play as the go-ahead run moves up to third.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to third, and now they have a chance to drive in the go-ahead run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
Brian Rocchio, the next to hit.
Definitely a
Outside.
strikeout situation right here. Lots of ways for that go-ahead run to score if the ball's put in play. And you got to wonder with first base open, one out. Is he going to get a pitch to hit?
The next offering misses. 3 balls, no strikes.
Here's a sac fly situation, and he's got to make sure he gets the ball out over the plate and get those arms extended. They're trying to crowd him with the infield in. This would be a big pickup if he can push a run across.
And ball 4 to a board.
Up next for Cleveland, center fielder Stephen Kwan.
It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Blake Trinan gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
New arm out of the bullpen, Shohei Ohtani.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
Stephen Kwan stepping in now for a critical at bat. 0 for 3 in this one. Singy, he's got a history of coming through in the big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure where their clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver in those spots. Fastball for a strike.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
In the air, left field, and he can't quite get there. It's a foul ball. Two on, one out. Got it swinging for the strikeout. Nothing happening on the bases, though.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Go-ahead run is at third. Chase DeLauder digs in for the Guardians. And that one fouled off. The Guardians with the go-ahead run at third here in the top half of inning number 7. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end.
Swings and misses, struck him out. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. But this clutch home run gets us even again. 2-2 game.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Sean Armstrong. So now it's Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. Cleveland has some action going in their pen. Colin Holderman, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. In the air, left field. Kafis takes it in for the out. And there's one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder.
And now Teoscar Hernandez.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with one swing.
And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And that is out of play. All tied up here at the bottom of the 7th. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman,
Santiago Espinal now at the plate.
Ball. Ball 2.
Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
Andy Pajes in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 2 down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. This one popped up. Rocchio in position. And the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2.
Now pitching for the Dodgers.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Will Klein.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
The designated hitter, Jose Ramirez.
In the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there. Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
The 1-1. Up the middle. Makes a sliding stop. And very nicely done for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Kyle Manzardo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. That's a little high.
That's too high.
Ball 1. Uh-oh,
Yep,
that got
him.
And
First
the
base.
potential winning run is aboard. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play. I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
The 0-1.
Ball. That's inside.
Inside,
nope,
almost
ball
got
2.
him. The Dodgers trying to keep this a 2-2 game, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fair ball. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. The throw in, and the throw's offline, safe at third.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
And here is Daniel Schneemann. Oh, great stop. The feed for 1. Double play.
Oh.
What a clean killing to end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. We are tied 2-2. Bottom of the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pages.
Andy Pages.
Ball. That's off the
Action in the
plate.
pen down there. Colin Holderman getting ready to go. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
Too high. Ball.
That's a
ball
little
3.
bit low.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Fouls 1 away, and now 3-2. Payoff pitch. To kick the 3-2, and he walked him.
Ball 4.
And after
Take
that
it.
long battle, he's aboard, representing the tying run.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
If you're a base
Outside,
runner, you've
that's
got
the
to
ball.
stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Ah.
1-1 now.
That's
Way
a
to lay
ball.
off that pitch down.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And the strike is overturned after review. They'll keep both their challenges. Turned on, but foul wide of third. And a payoff pitch. And that's ball 4. And with 2 outs, the go-ahead run is at second base. Muncy digs in. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye. That
Ball
misses the
inside.
zone, and that's ball 1.
Well, this is a critical spot for both the pitcher and the hitter. You can learn a lot about a guy by how he handles these pressure situations.
Just
Nope.
missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Just
Inside,
missed.
ball 3.
He's just missing with some pitches that, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone. And the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
3-0 down. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That one finds the zone, and the count's full. Here's a high chopper. Rocchio. Acrobatic throw for 1 and 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Sean Armstrong is done, and he leaves a runner at third. So we'll see how the next pitcher deals with that when we get back.
Now pitching for
The
Cleveland.
Guardians going with a new
35,
pitcher, Colin Holderman. And now a very big at bat for Kyle Tucker. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Ball 1, no strikes. Right through there for a strike. And a count 1 and 2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
2 down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And that one got a piece of him. He had him 1-2, and he ends up hitting him with a pitch. Mookie Betts digging in a huge spot. Known for his late inning heroics. Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. And the count even 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Chop to third. They take the force out. They miss a big chance to take the lead here late. A strong showing there from the Cleveland bullpen. 9th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. Back here at Chavez Ravine. We go to the 9th. Gabriel Arias digs in for the Guardians. That one the other way, and he goes airborne to make the catch. Stepping up for the Guardians, C.J. Kafis, 1 for 3. Outside low, and that's ball 1. All tied up here at the top of the 9th.
Ball, that's low.
That's outside, and it's 3-0. Ryan Rocchio in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Here's a 3-0. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. Three-one now. Swing and a miss. Three-two. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Line drive to short and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting the line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And I think Dave Roberts is coming out of the dugout. Will Klein out of the game, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break. So digging in, Brian Rocchio.
Inside, ball one.
Right through there for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Two down, nobody on. That's down
That's
and
ball
in.
two.
This one popped up right side. Rojas under this one. And that is that. The Guardians go down in order. Score remains 2-2. Bottom of the ninth inning, and this one is tied, coming right down to the wire. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Will Smith. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Cade Smith, the closer, is getting loose. Festa getting loose as well. And that misses. And the count is 2-0.
Now you get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient.
Oh, that's
let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still one challenge left for them.
As a hitter, you don't know what to expect here in the 3-2. If he'll throw a breaking ball 3-1, he'll do it again 3-2.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. One up, one down.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. Fouled off. He was late.
That's a ball.
That one to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. 2 away.
Up next for the Dodgers, left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Colin Holderman will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Matt
Cleveland,
Festa
number
takes over on the
52,
mound.
Matt Festa.
And next for LA, Teoscar Hernandez. Two down, nobody on. Here in the last half of inning number 9.
Ball 1.
Festa, 33 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2016. That's off the inside corner. Ball 2. And a foul ball. Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That's the 3rd out, and we'll play extra innings in this one. Dodgers go down quietly, and this game is still tied at 2-2. On to extra innings. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. Man at second, nobody out, and Chris, certainly one of the things in his head is trying to get the runner over.
Yeah, the way that we see the game played today, though, guys are not sacrificing as much just to get that runner across. They're really looking at doing damage. Slugging is the name of the game.
Man at second. And fouled off. Yeah, I think part of that goes into it's just so hard to come up with hits. In today's game, starters don't go deep, and so hitters are seeing multiple pitchers every night, and got him swinging.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Next to hit, Chase DeLauder. Top of the zone for a called strike. Next pitch is outside. One out. The go-ahead run is in second here in extra innings.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Next one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a good eye there. Challenge from behind the dish here. Didn't miss by too much, but it'll stay a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Payoff pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. high fly ball lifted in the air right field. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for Cleveland, the designated hitter, Jose Ramirez.
Go ahead run on base. Jose Ramirez will hit next.
This is a big spot for a big-time player.
That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1. Now a pop-up on the infield. Freeman settles under this one, and that's the third out. It's the Guardians 2 and the Dodgers 2.
That was an opportunity to do damage. He popped it up instead. Frustrating at bat. He'll be thinking about that one for a while.
Back here in L.A., on to the bottom of the 10th. Santiago Espinal getting ready to hit. Sack bunt towards third. Schneemann zips it across. One out, the bottom of the 10th.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder.
So now with one
Pages.
away and a man at second, Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
Oh, how he'd love to walk it off right here.
Pitch
Ball,
misses
that's
inside.
inside.
Ball one. Swings through that.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The winning run on second base. Swinging and drive. Back there. On its way. Ball game.
When you get to extra innings, it seems like every guy's trying to come up with the big swing to hit the homer and end the ball game. Well, he did it. Huge swing of the bat, and we're all heading home.
And your final 4-2. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.